place where the magic happens. Conversations flow and the laughter snapping. Here at Netter's Network, where the stories come alive. Every episode's a journey, every guest a drive. Netter's Network, tune in for the show, where the headlines meet the heart, and we all get to know. From the highs to the lows, we've got it all in tow. Netter's Network, where the world's on the go.
Whoop. Did I do that?
I don't know. We may have gone to... Oh, we went to the main screen. That's okay. We'll bring it in now. There you go.
There we go.
There
Technical difficulties.
There.
It's like I probably hit something because I'm like, wait, why is it playing the song again? I mean, I love the song. But it's like, yep, time to play hostess.
Fixed it. There you go.
Yes, you did. So I'll welcome all of you here tonight to another exciting episode of Thursday Things, where my exciting guest is that way.
Yeah.
The Vacancy Horror. And we'll be getting to him in just a moment. But first, let me introduce to you my co-host for the evening. And we'll probably do a lot more talking to me because I've got a little bit of a sore throat. The love of my life, Troy Pacelli. How are you doing tonight, sweetie? And what are you sipping on?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I am sipping on... Well, I'm actually kind of chugging down a Dr. Pepper diet because I have not had a Chicago-style hot dog for many, many months. And as you know, Chicago-style hot dogs come with sport peppers.
Yeah.
Not really hot, at least I generally don't think so. But it has been so long since I've had anything in it, even remotely spicy, it kind of just hit me a little bit hard. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And of course, I'm drinking my Polar brand seltzer water black cherry. Now, here's the thing. I didn't have a sore throat for like a week, and now today I have just a little bit of one, and I still have no voice. I still sound like a mouse.
Right.
Hopefully, I'll get my voice back soon. And well, I'm
What are you trying to say?
trying to get words to work. I am trying.
Words are hard.
Trying to say hello to people in the chat at the same time of trying to pull them up in that place over there. Okay, I think I've got...
Mark Malikoff says Chicago-style hot dogs come with 9mm shells these days. Yeah, they kind of do.
Yeah, okay. The first one I'm saying up is Big Al Presents. He says, have a great stream tonight, Netter's Network. Wishing everyone a wonderful evening. Thank you, Al.
Absolutely.
You're so sweet. Then, of course, the bird woman of YouTube, Connie Cleary. How you doing, sweetie? Mark Malnikoff is saying, Kapa, here I are. Release the Netterbots. Like, subscribe, and become a member.
Please do those things, yes.
Yes, that's always nice. JPRPH1, giving the emojis, the smolder, the Netter's Network, smile, and retro cinema emojis. Saying howdy, everyone. Apparently, we have a tired midnight vlog or Rumble raid. Ooh, awesome.
I think he meant Rumble Raid, not Rumple Raid, but actually I think Rumple Raid would actually be kind of cool. I don't know what it is, but I think it would be cool.
After a really long day, you're rumpled.
You're feeling a little rumpled. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I deal in the strange, so I've learned if you can't exactly describe what something is, you probably don't want it. I hate to be the downer.
You may have something there. Yeah.
Curtis Selby is saying howdy. See, scrolling. Whoop. Tune the News saying, hey, y'all. Good to see y'all. It's like everyone becomes Southern after a while with the y'alls. It's like, I am not Southern. No one in my family is Southern. But I find myself saying y'all a lot. And
It's the
if
power of
somebody
my hat.
really gets on my bad side,
Yes,
oh,
yes,
bless your
it
little
is.
heart.
That's right. You are now recently Texan, which makes you Southern.
Yes.
See, I've always considered myself Western personally, but yeah, I guess I am. Yeah, I guess Texas is part of the South. I guess it's kind of nebulous. I think with
So,
the
so, so you're both country and Western.
And Deleted Scenes is giving his salute and saying hail to the chat. And he's also saying to like, share, subscribe, become a member. Thank you, sweetie. And he is also showing the
Sorry.
Netters Network, what do you call it thing, emoticons. And I have pinned our guest channel to the top of the chat. If you're not already subscribed, if you wouldn't mind right clicking on there, or if YouTube's being weird, well, this is a YouTube channel on YouTube, so it should be behaving itself. Right click on there and please drop a sub to our lovely guest. Let's see.
So Big Al says it is Rumple if you have been streaming once upon a time, as in one points out Rumpelstiltskin. See, I think Rumple of the Bailey, but that's just me.
Yeah. And of course we have H. Bruno saying hello. How you doing, sweetie? Read that comment from Mark Malnikoff.
Yep.
Stop getting ahead of me. I'm trying not to let my chat jump. And we have Ajibos Corral in the house. Well,
hey,
I've seen you here before. If you're not currently subscribed to me and Troy, please
do,
drop
yeah.
us a sub. We'd love to have you.
yeah. No, I don't know if I can call him what we used to. He helped on my show back when I lived in Denver. That was our resident word that I can't say here because my editor always yelled at me to stop calling him that.
Oh, okay. Well, probably so. Then there you go.
Yeah. See, when
if
it's
we
my
can-
channel, I'll call people what I want, but I'm against
yeah.
Yeah, be nice. This is still a family show.
Well, we also don't want to get demonetized on the tube of you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geek Live with Nate Knows says, like, share, subscribe, comment, become a member. And Netters, I must say, the loss of your voice has not diminished your beauty.
Oh, that is so sweet.
You
And
are so sweet.
Absolutely 100% true. I mean, it's not like...
He's only saying because I'm wearing my hair down today.
Well, it does look good. I mean,
my regular braid.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you about that in a second. Let me finish saying hi to people. And you're like, tell me about what?
Yeah.
I'll tell you in a second. Okay, okay, wait a minute. I know there's another one in here. Where'd he go? There's Last Call saying hello. Not
Saying hello to
necessarily to
everybody.
me, but he's saying hello. And then I think I got everyone. If I missed you, please let me know. And if I didn't say hello to you in the chat, let me know so that I can say my hi sweeties there.
Right.
Now, the thing I got excited about a minute ago. So, weird news. So, you guys probably know I talked about going to the allergist today. And I expected that they're going to find a whole bunch of things I was allergic to. No, I'm not apparently allergic to anything.
At least nothing they test.
Yeah, at least nothing they tested. There's 25 different things. Trees, molds. What was some of the other things? Like some grasses,
Moles
dust
as in,
mites.
like the little animals?
No. Mold is in what grows on your bread and on the walls and stuff.
Four different types.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 different types of mold. Cats, dogs, living in sin, mass hysteria. Sorry, I had to say the whole line.
Yeah, it's like they give me my checklists are like, okay, here's what we tested today and your results. And it's all zeros all the way down. And at the bottom they have a smiley face. And I'm like, okay, I want to know why I have this going on.
Yeah.
I have to be allergic to something. They're like, you're not allergic to anything we test you for. I'm like, so now they got me on antibiotics thinking that maybe I have some sort of sinus infection going on.
Nate is celebrating 11 months of membership. and he's not leaving. So there you go. And
Good.
Mark Melnikoff's made a joke, actually, that I made myself in the doctor's office. So long as you're not allergic to Last Call with Troy Pacelli. Although I didn't refer to myself as Last Call with Troy Pacelli in the doctor's office because that would be weird.
Because it's like I was trying to tell her, I'm like, okay, it does not matter if I'm inside or outside, if it's hot or cold, if I'm in the house, in the car, just outside in general, if I'm in another state, because we went to Florida for MegaCon earlier this year. It's like, I am like this all the time. And she's like, let's try you on antibiotics since you're not allergic to anything. I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm on a 3-week regimen of that, so yay. Pray that fixes me, because I hate this.
Please.
I want my voice back. I want the crud out of my throat.
Connie also celebrates 11 months of membership. Thank you so
Awesome.
much. We're
Thank
coming up on
you.
the 1-year anniversary of Netter's memberships. How cool is that?
Yeah, can you believe I've been monetized almost a
Stealing a
year?
catchphrase from another channel.
Yes. Okay, and like I said, I think I got everybody now. So let me now introduce to you. I almost went into the all that jazz intro.
Yeah, we've done that. Okay.
A great humanitarian. Yeah. The vagrancy horror. That way. The vagrancy
Yes.
horror.
So
way.
I think the best way to do this, yes,
Kristoff.
returning, let's say it, friend of the channel,
Yep.
returning guests, we love having you. But let's just, for those that might not have seen the previous streams, let's just pretend like it's first time. Kristoff, let us know about your channel. Give us your 30-second elevator pitch. Tell us what you do.
So, my channel is The Vagrancy Horror. I am the home of a unique and original eldritch horror mythos that I created myself. We used to do a live stream, but I don't have the means to do that right now. So what we do is we have short 15 to 20 minute original horror stories, which is something that, in my personal opinion, the genre of eldritch horror is painfully lacking right now.
I agree.
Look, I will say 1,000 times, I do owe part of my career to the great H.P. Lovecraft and Cthulhu.
Right.
But the old man's been gone for almost 100 years, man. I think we have Cthulhu plenty. You know, we should be trying not to replace him, but stand alongside him. Be as good as guys like him and Chambers. Gaines is another great example. I was just talking the other day to my brother about Tales from the Crypt.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's the home of original horror stories, because, I mean, you want something done right, you do it yourself, I guess, nowadays.
Exactly. Because there's not a lot of channels out there that do horror and do it right. It's like, I love those short stories. Every once in a while, I'll try to just put it on your channel and let things play. And it's like, well, these are really good. There's one we're listening to.
It was the most recent one you just dropped the other day.
And it's like, and he has it on, and I was in the middle of doing something, and I'm like kind of listening out of the corner of my ear, and then I'm like, this is a really good story. What is this from? And he goes, it's The Vagrancy Horror. I'm like, really? Wow. Yeah, it's a really great story. So if you guys like horror stories and you like short horror stories, this is the channel for you.
And Kristoff, I mean, you've probably seen this too. If I'm just watching all the wrong channels, point me in the right direction. Aside from yours, all the other channels that I'm seeing out there that are doing what I perceive to be horror content, it's like it's all AI voices with AI art, and they're just funneling in creepypastas. And
Or they're talking about movies.
You know, I could go read creepypastas myself. You know, I'm looking for something new here, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, and movies have been so played out.
True.
No pun intended there. They're always just talking about the Freddy movies and the Jacen ones and all that. It's like, yeah, we've talked about these movies to death. Let's get some original short stories out there. And this is the season for it. So this is a channel you definitely want to check out.
So there are 3 kinds of horror channels on YouTube and the other place and so on, there are creepypasta rewrites,
Right.
most of
Uh-huh.
which come from people with either an age of 8 or a mentality of an age of 8 person.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Two, there are recount stories, as I call them. They're not bad, but they're also like talking about weird things that happened in history or missing peoples and stuff like that, which is fine. There's
Uh.
nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, there's still not new stuff. And three, there are really annoying videos of what is supposed to be paranormal activity, and it's like a chipmunk fell off your roof or something, you know. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I love paranormal channels, and I'm not going to name names because I don't want to have a scuffle or anything. But like so many, it's like I wish I could be as excited as certain channels about somebody stubbing their toe or something. It's like that's not a ghost. I've seen ghosts and I've encountered them. That's not a ghost. You're just
Yeah.
clumsy. Like you don't see a lot of original writings. And it's funny because it's like, why not? Like what is there are so many people, and maybe this is partly because I've made the horrible mistake of daring to actually look at Reddit recently. There are so many people who just love to sit in judgment,
Yeah.
and I guarantee not a single one of them has ever uh, even written a letter. I would bet I would eat my hat if half the people complaining about, um, for example, in the ether of horror, there's the game Dead by Daylight, a
Right.
game made by people who cannot do the right thing, no matter
Right.
what. I have
Right.
never seen a more difficult to please community than them, and it's like this is a team of like a few dozen people. Like I guarantee you could not do half of what they are even trying to accomplish with their
Right.
game, and it's very similar to horror writing, which is bizarre. Because I don't know, it's always come so naturally to me to think of stories, and then I hear other people and they say that they couldn't write a story. It's like you just hit on the keyboard. It's
Yeah.
literally the simplest thing in the world,
Yeah. Do a little
but
daydreaming and put it into words.
yeah, it's um I mean, I don't it is still so surreal to me how they're just there is no anyone writing anything original. And I'm not saying you have to reinvent the wheel.
Right.
I've always said I really do hope that people can look at my stories and they can see Lovecraft, they can see Chambers, they can see Gaines, they can even see Stein. I love Stein. R.L. Stein for the younger people in the
Right.
crowd.
Right. Right.
Another big inspiration. Um, you know, I hope that people can recognize these people who taught me and who were my inspirations. But at the same time, um, I will never write a story about Cthulhu. Period.
Right. Right.
That is not my creation. That is not my realm. Um, and I get fan fics and fan writings because a lot of it comes from a place of love.
Right.
But if you really love it, it should inspire you to make your own Cthulhu.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But um, yeah, and like I said, like you guys were just saying, we just had a new episode come up. I want to say like maybe a week ago, the worst enemy,
Yes.
which was actually it was kind of funny. So because of having to move, I've lost everyone.
Yeah.
The bishop is across the country. Um, my my previous the guy who did the music for my channel um, has disappeared. No one can contact him. He
Wow.
cut off his old he's ghosting us.
Wow.
Yeah, it really sucks. And all I really have is the bishop across the country and my little brother. So we are like super doing this by the seat of our pants. And couple of weeks ago, there was this freak thunderstorm right over where we live with red lightning. And
Wow.
and so I was stepping onto the porch. I see this red flash, and I run inside, and I tell Sean to get his phone where we need to do some recording. And he gets up and asks, "Are you going to be able to get the Vagrant costume all set in time to film this storm?" And I was already half in the costume. I was like jumping into this outfit, and I was like, "What are you doing standing there? We have to move. This storm is going to be gone in like 30 seconds. You know it." But thankfully, it was actually a very cooperative storm. It stayed for probably 20 minutes. And that's actually how we got the intro and outro for The Worst Enemy, with that big storm in the background.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I think you were telling us the story last time you were on. And guys, you know, the old episodes are still up. You could go back in Netter's backlog and check out the previous stream and the stream before that. But you were telling us the story about how the Vagrancy mask came about. It wasn't a mask originally, and so forth. But I think most importantly, what I wanted to reiterate is that this guy here, this guy Kristoff, that's the guy behind the mask, and he's the guy behind all those stories on the channel. So definitely, you know, making that connection. I did want to. I know you just took it down. It had been up for a while, but I did want to thank the 13th child for the $1.49 black cat. Despite what the platform calls it, is a black cat, not a purple cat. And writer Albert Lanier, a cooperative storm. Interesting verbiage there. Yeah. Well, it's let's just call it a fortuitous thunderclap. Right? 13th Child also says, Kristoff, I just recently tried my hand at writing spooky short story. This is speech to text, so sometimes it's not quite. Short story for premises right here on Thursday Things. Unfortunately, according to Troy, I use AI images and an AI voice. Well, not according to, sometimes with the help of Troy.
Yeah, it's like his AI voice is Sophia. Who's my AI voice?
I have not created an AI, or I haven't.
My song. Who sings my song?
Oh,
I was going to ask that.
I think it's Larry. I think Larry's the one that does the voice for your channel. Anyway.
Larry. He gets Sophia.
That's
Sophia.
right. I'm sorry, Kristoff. What were you saying?
Well, no, it's funny because AI is a really touchy subject. And it's funny because my mythos has an AI character.
Interesting.
Lobalus, who actually had their own spin-off channel for a while. I would do game streams and stuff over there. But again, I really don't have the setup anymore to do those kind of streams. So that channel is kind of in a limbo hiatus. So it's kind of always funny when people bring up, oh, I'd never use AI. And I always think like, well, shoot, there goes half the characters on my channel.
Well, right. Yeah, exactly. Look, I'm not going to poo-poo AI. As an independent creator, you got to take advantage of whatever you've got available to you. I think that just like everything else, if you're just, what's the old saying? If all you has is a hammer, everything is a nail. And I think, unfortunately, everyone is treating everything they do on YouTube as if their AI hammer is the only tool that they have. Yeah. And that's not too bright. But just like we talk about with movies, we talk about the overuse of CG special effects, and it's like, look, there are times when practical effects are the easier and cheaper way to go, and they're going to look much better.
Yeah.
maybe it's not always the right thing. Maybe it's a combination of two. But use the right tool for the right job. My shop teacher used to say.
And to the 13th child about using AI voice. So I do not use AI voice. I speak myself. I have a number of different voices that I use as the Vagrant, as Lobolus, as certain characters in the show. Um, I don't recommend using the AI voice for two reasons. One is because it can become a crutch, and two is because everyone knows those AI voices, and 9 times out of 10, people could just turn up their nose at your stuff. Don't be afraid to just use your own voice. A big problem I had at first when I started the channel at all, if you notice, the first like four stories are all told in first person perspective. I didn't start having the Vagrant actually narrate the stories until Wild Water, if I recall correctly, was the first time he narrated. And I was so worried that the Vagrant sounded silly or sounded wrong. And, as someone who wants to write, if you want to create it all, you need to get very comfortable with the fear of, I'm going to sound silly. I'm going to sound like a dork. I look stupid right now. Because the truth is, you will. Because that's part of the creative process. You will fail. You will make yourself look dumb. You will do things that you really wish you could go back in time and take another swing at it. And you're going to keep doing those things until you get it right. And then you're going to find the next thing to keep screwing up on, because that is at the core the creative process. Getting it wrong until you get it right. And the problem with AI is that a lot of people use it to not go through those necessary steps of getting better. A great example, I can start talking in the Lobolus voice at the drop of a hat now because I did it for like a freaking year. You know what I mean? And I couldn't do that when I first started. The first episode we had with Lobolus took so many recordings, so long, because I could literally only say a couple sentences in that voice, and then I'd need to catch my breath. And then, half the recording would be just me inhaling and then saying like two sentences. That episode is actually the first time we almost I almost threw my hands up because my editors hated that voice. They hated it. They were like, "Don't do this." And I was like, "No, I have to do it. We need to establish this is a different character. We're not going to be having an animation to show that it's a different guy. He needs to sound different when he talks."
True.
Makes
And
sense
it's
to
even
me.
funnier. And it's even funnier because the first thing that our sound guy did when we finally said, "Okay, this is the recording we're going to make into the episode," he digitized Lobolus's voice and made him sound like he had an auto-tune on top of it. And I was like, "Oh, you son of a... We could have done that all along, and you still made me talk like that, you son of a..."
Right? I know exactly what you're saying.
You never realize...
There's another... There's... Oh, I'm sorry. The other reason not to be very, very careful with your use of AI voices, and this would especially be true in something like what you do, is because what if that particular AI, the way the tools work out there, what if that particular voice is not available to you the next time you go back? They upgrade, they update, they bring in new voices, they retire that voice, and now you've established that voice as a particular character, and now you're screwed, Yeah. But anyway, so but here's the other thing too. I think a lot of people that are using AI voices, there's a finesse to it, right? Just like if you do computer graphics, there's a skill, and then there's that uncanny valley you fall into if you are not skilled enough. I think the AI voices are doing the same thing. If you are not skilled in what you're doing, you are going to end up with, oh God, that sounds like AI and it sounds terrible. You know what I mean?
There's an AI app that I play around with sometimes that makes
Uh-huh.
songs.
Sure.
Um, and some of them actually do sound like not terrible, but 9 times out of 10 they are like awful. I
Yeah.
was literally playing around with it the other day, and I was like, I am so glad I don't pay for this app because oh my god, these
Right.
are so
Exactly.
horrible.
Well, I'll give you an example. So I think everybody kind of knows that I use AI voices for my promos. You know, in the middle of the show. You know, for other shows, promos for other shows. And one of them is a British voice that I use for the Blake Seven. No. I'm sorry, wrong one. The voice that I use for Live from Sparkwood and 21. The title of the show is Live from Sparkwood and 21. Live.
Yeah.
Can't figure out how to get her to say live and not live from Sparkwood and 21.
Yeah.
Damn it!
He finally got her to do it, though.
Well, okay, yeah. It may have just been luck, but the what I did was I wrote live in all caps, and she ended up saying live. So I'm like, maybe that's what I need to do. But
Yeah.
man, yeah. So
Well, it's like you said earlier, AI is a tool.
yes,
And
exactly.
the problem is that a tool will always do what a tool is supposed to do. It's how it's used by the person. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's uh, there was one intro we did. Is the only difference between a weapon and a tool is intention, and
Good point. Yeah.
that's true in the terms of AI as well. And I understand some people don't like it because uh, AI can't think for itself; it has to see an example. So, like, if you hypothetically say to an AI that you want it to draw a picture of a skeleton,
Yeah.
it doesn't know what a skeleton is. It has to do a background search first. What is a skeleton? And it's
Right.
going to see other people's artwork of it. And I can understand how some people didn't agree to have an AI use them as a reference. I
Right.
get that. I understand it. I will admit, though, there is a part of me that if I found out AI was using uh, my stories to find out how to define the word like eldritch, I would kind of be flattered.
Yeah.
I'd still be like, I did not okay that, but I would be kind of flattered. Um, but so I get how it's a touchy thing, though.
Yeah, no, I absolutely get you. That's the other thing too, right? Again, the use of it as a tool. I fully understand if I'm going to create a piece of artwork using AI. Um, I am doing my best. There is a skill actually to writing the prompts necessary to get it to output what it is you want. It's almost like a whole new programming language. It's just that it's a programming language that happens to be the language you speak in. But I have come to realize I will tell the AI, the computer, whatever, what I want. It spits something out. It's nothing like what I wanted, but I realize, oh, it did exactly what I asked for, and that wasn't my intent. Okay, let's fix that. But yeah, and I honestly I don't use it for any. Well, no, I take that back. I've used Grok to write. No, I can't even say that I've used Grok to write song lyrics. I have used Grok to help me write song lyrics.
Yeah.
I will, ask it for help. It'll jumble some words together. Nah, that's not quite right, but I like that phrase. I'm going to use that, that kind of a thing, you know?
Okay. So, fun little side story about using Grok.
Uh huh.
Um, I decided to put Grok through its paces, so to speak,
Uh
and I
huh.
decided to take the descriptions of some of my more monstrous characters
Uh huh.
and just see what would Grok do. And it straight up didn't like having to draw the unformed king, who
Okay.
in that story he's described as a perverse combination of wolf and bat and man, but altogether wrong.
Right.
And York actually responded saying that was really a weird request, and it wasn't sure if I was actually giving it an order within its parameters. I made Gork go no.
Yeah, yeah. Here's the other thing too, and this is a part of the problem that you run into when you are dealing with someone else's proprietary platform, just like here on YouTube or whatever. When you go to Grok or you go to Midjourney or you go to whatever, they've got no words you're not allowed to use, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so often I've run into I use a completely innocuous word, but it's blocked because of the way people have used it. And it's like, no, that's not what I mean. And then you got to come up with a creative way to
say the
speak
no
around it. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
But
That the funny thing is that's what one of my friends suggested. It's like it wasn't the description; it was the word perverse,
yep,
which
I
means
knew it.
corrupt or
Right,
wrong, inappropriate, bad.
right,
But most people think perverse means sexual. And
right.
no, that's not what it was. That's not what he's supposed to mean. That's not the terminology. That's not how it was meant. So I've always considered going back and trying Gork again and seeing if I could get it to do it if I replace the word perverse with like a corrupt
Yes.
combination of wolf and bat and man.
Yeah. That's almost what you have to do. It's absolutely crazy. I'm sorry, I've kind of hijacked your show here, getting off on this tangent about AI, but it's for very selfish purposes. My topic tomorrow on Last Call is going to be specifically about
Yep.
AI, specifically some very disturbing stuff that's been in the news and some statistics that people might not be aware of because it's not being reported very much. But let's bring it back to
Well, one more thing on AI.
Uh-huh.
I have my picture on X, and I have asked Grok to draw a picture of me with something with Netter's Network or Thursday Things or something like that. It gets this completely different person. I'm like, that's not me. Why are you not taking my image and putting it into this thing? It's a girl that could be a relative,
right.
but it's not me. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah, not even
Anyway,
close.
getting back to
Yes.
horror stuff. So, what do you have actually coming up?
Right.
So, October is, of course, a very special month for the vagrancy horror. We are going to try really hard to get another story up on Halloween. It might be the day after, I don't know, but we're really pushing to get the Esther View Terror on Halloween Day, which is a glorious love letter to cryptozoology.
Wow. Nice.
Wow.
Nice. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that then. No, that's really cool. You had mentioned a little bit ago that you because of the move and everything, you've been correct me if I misinterpreted. You don't have the setup right now to do live streams because of the move?
Yeah, I don't. The most I could do would be something like this,
Sure.
and I'm only able to do this because you guys sent me the link to this thing.
Oh, I
In
see.
fact, actually, before I even got into the studio here, um, the the website I clicked on, it didn't like the browser I was using, and it was like, no, you
Right.
need to use Chrome, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've run into that problem with
I
with
tried-
EVMux. I've run into it with StreamYards. It is what it is. There's not much you can do
I
about
was
it.
trying to do some troubleshooting for EVMux, so I figured, okay, I will open up it was either Safari or Explorer. I think it was Explorer. And he was like, you have to open this up in Chrome. I'm like, why?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the stupidest thing ever.
Well, it is what it is.
Yes.
But, yeah, it's, and again, I guess I'm taking advantage of your stream here, but I did just recently add, because of conversations I've had with some of the members, a couple new members perks on my channel. For the regular members, I'm thinking about doing a semi-regular members-only live stream just to talk about and give advice and answer questions about streaming and hosting videos and uploading videos and editing, all the things that we do as YouTubers if you want advice and help and so forth. And for VIP members, I'll do one-on-one sessions with you, just whenever you've got time and questions. So.
And I'm planning on doing the same thing on mine.
Yeah, because I just, we preach the whole together we grow thing, and we absolutely feel strongly about it. But I'm just always looking for more ways that I can help contribute to people's channels and literally help them grow.
Which is why I started Thursday Things.
Exactly.
It's
exactly
like
right.
I want to get people excited about different YouTubers that they may or may not know. I mean, I know all the people in the chat. I see them all the time. But it doesn't mean I necessarily know about their channels, about what their hobbies are, that sort of thing. So it's like, hey, let's get shown. Let's talk about you. Let's get other people excited about you.
Which reminds me, I don't think we've mentioned, but of course I think the regulars already know this. Look at the pinned comment at the top of the chat. There is the link to Kristoff's channel, The Vagrancy Horror. Make sure you go and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that every time he puts up a new story, you will know and you can go check it out. And while you're waiting for his next post, go back and look at his back catalog of stories, especially right now during the spooky season.
Yeah. It's like I really enjoyed the last story. So, yeah, go back and watch that one first.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's also a nice thing about it, aside from very specific stories, they're really kind of all jumbled together in terms of continuity. So there's no... Because I've heard people say that. It's like, so where do I start? It's like, the first episode? I don't know. The first one? It's like,
yeah.
You can really start wherever. It's not like they're episodic where if you miss one, you're going to miss some big...
Yeah.
Some big reveal or something. They're all individual stories, so you can watch them however you want.
I mean, when people ask me things like that, I usually default to, if you're trying to figure it out, just start at the very beginning. It's a very fine place to start.
Or start the last one and work your way backwards.
There's that possibility, too. Well, look, someone comes in who's never seen your channel. They don't know, starting out, that there's going to be necessarily any connective tissue between the stories. So find out for yourself. Explore.
Exactly.
That's part of the fun. But, yeah.
And we are coming up on the top of the hour, or getting close to it.
Yep.
About 15 minutes. So why don't we talk about what we do have coming up? Right after this, if you stay right here, you will be automatically redirected to Deleted Scenes channel. There we go. For coming attractions.
You've already done...
Yes, I've done it already.
Okay.
Have you met me?
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Coming up on Friday, then we have, besides Liquid Lunch, we'll try to be talking about the drink he plans to have on Last Call at 9 p.m. Central. Do you have any topic to talk about, too?
You mean on Liquid Lunch? Absolutely. It's not just going to be telling you what I'm going to be drinking. I'm going to be telling you what I'm not going to be drinking and why. A brand I will never be drinking again because I refuse to support a company that is anti-American, anti-other businesses, and just absolutely insidious.
That's why you gotta drink Buddy's American vodka.
No. Oh God! Look! If there happens to be someone who watches my channel who likes Buddy's American vodka, I don't want to yuck your yum, but it's okay for mixers. It's not bad if you're mixing it with other stuff and you can't really taste the vodka anyway.
The only problem was when he bought it, because he planned to do a taste test between Buddy's vodka and
Stoli's, I think it was.
Stoli's.
Yeah.
And he got a big bottle instead of a small one. So we got this huge bottle we're trying to work through still.
Yeah. That's my bad. That's my bad. You live and learn, and you guys can learn from me.
The alcohol you won't drink anymore, do we have some currently?
No.
Okay. And then Friday night last call, do you have a topic?
Yeah, like I said, we'll be talking about, and you guys can probably guess, if you guys have been paying attention to the news lately, I guess Hollywood is circling this idea of an AI starlet, but there's a whole lot more going on than just that. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get into some very, very concerning things that I've learned about this so-called AI. I hate the fact that we call it AI because it's in no way intelligent. There is no thought process involved there. It's not the sci-fi thinking machines that you think it is, and treating it that way is almost as dangerous as what it actually is. And again, we'll get into that.
Yes, it is. Let's see that on Saturday, over on Retro Cinema, we'll be watching Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters.
Yep. The Jeremy Renner standalone film that he never got from Marvel. He got in this one. It's a fun one. It's an interesting take on the Hansel and Gretel story. I feel like it's a great way if you're a role player, a D&D player. Exactly what I would do with a fairy tale like Hansel and Gretel.
And they use crossbows.
Yeah, with crossbows.
I like crossbows.
Yes, exactly. And that is...
that's Saturday. Sunday over on Geeky Geezers.
Well, Sunday, we're about halfway through the week, and I haven't yet put the notes together, so I can't give you any behind the scenes. But I think you guys pretty much know. A lot of gaming news, a little bit of Hollywood news, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay, which brings us to Monday. What is the movie for Monday members? Movie
members
night,
night at the movies, yes. So members can join me. Yeah. Members of my channel can join me. And if you're not a member, you can become a member for as little as $2 a month.
And get four movies a month.
Well, sometimes 5, depending on the month.
That's true.
But we will be... I have a 2-part poll up. The members are choosing first the genre of film we'll be watching, choosing between vampires, mummies, man as God, so in other words, Frankenstein type stories, and other horror, generally your what do you call it, slasher type films. So, but it's looking like the Frankenstein genre is winning. So as of tomorrow morning, there will be a poll up which specific film we'll be watching. So I can't answer that question just yet.
Okay.
Give everybody their chance to decide.
That brings us to Tuesday. Sparkwood 21, what will our movie or whatever be?
Sparkwood 21 will be watching the first half of the David Lynch, Mark Frost series On the Air. A little sitcom that most people have forgotten or never seen or never knew existed.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at that, and I hope that you enjoy that. Followed immediately after by the next episode of Blake 7 called Gold.
Okay. And I'm gonna guess that once again, Avon's like, oh, we could get rich. We need to go down to a planet so I can have this thing.
Well, when you're fighting a rebellion, you need to get resources, and yeah, that's basically what the stories are going to entail. You got to expect that.
Let's see. Wednesday is nothing. Thursday, my special guest on Thursday Things is Robert. Robert wrote a film called, was it 15 Days?
15 Days. You can see it right now on Tubi.
Yep.
But go ahead and do so. Go ahead and check it out. It's a film that he wrote. I don't know if he wrote it during or after the pandemic, but it was about the experience of people during the
Specifically
pandemic.
two best friends and roommates. And
they were waitresses, and of course, because of the pandemic, they could not ply their trade, and they were trying to find a way to survive.
They were waitresses specifically in a bar.
True.
A bar was not considered to be an essential, has to be open place.
Exactly.
So, yeah, so they were having issues trying to figure out, well, what can we do for money and all this. It's an interesting film. I won't say that the actors were the best at acting.
It's an independent film.
Yeah,
Don't expect high budgets or
but the story was good.
The story was
and
excellent.
You could just kind of feel the heart in the movie.
Yeah.
You understood what they're talking about, what was going on. You can feel the struggle, because I know anyone else who was irrelevant during the pandemic can understand what they're going through. I do recommend that you, if you don't want to wait to see it, or actually, we're not going to be showing it on Thursday thing, but if you don't want to wait and hear us talk more about it, please go check it out on Tubi.
Yeah.
It's free. It's not even 2 hours, is it?
Yeah, it's a little less than 2 hours.
Yeah, a little less than 2 hours. It really is a good film. And for those of you who like a little violence, there's a great chick fight scene.
Yes. It's not bad. It's really not bad. We'll talk more about that next week.
Yeah.
So, Chris.
And he only goes by Robert, so.
Yeah, it's just Robert.
Just Robert.
Kristoff, any last thoughts, any last words, anything that we didn't cover that you had wanted to cover tonight? Let us know.
So two things I wanted to do. Horror King actually posed a question real quick. My favorite lesser-known horror movie has to be Black Sheep, which some people argue was a black comedy. I'd argue black comedy is a kind of horror, so I would say Black Sheep is my favorite lesser-known. Yeah. Number two, I wanted to give a cheap pop real quick to a good friend of mine, the Black Lily, who opened up a Depop shop recently. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Depop. It's kind of it's kind of like the new rival to eBay. I call it's a glorious online thrift store.
Cool.
But she opened up a shop there, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention her, on a platform, because no, she makes really cool resin molds and jewelry boxes and stuff like that.
Nice.
She does a lot of what she calls witch themes.
Sure. Do you have her link? You want to drop in the private chat, and we can.
I could send it to you. I can send it to you guys. Hold on a second.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I think I have it somewhere. Maybe. Hey, I do not plan anything, okay? Everything...
No, that's fair. Off the cuff, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
Let's see here.
And I wanted to say hi to Lee Fisk and Janet from Another Planet.
Hey, guys.
And Jesse Guajardo. And I thought there was a fourth one. Just say hi to the Horror King. Hi, Horror King, if I have it. I thought there was a fourth one. Yeah, my voice is completely gone.
Yeah. That's why we tried to.
Okay, I can send you a link through X messaging.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, if you want to do that, I can then post it.
Yeah. The Black Lily 1313. I just sent it to you over X. Um, yeah, very very good
Yep,
friend of
I
the
got it.
channel. Yep. Um, and she's trying to clear out some of her old inventory, so they're doing a really big sale. So uh, this would be a good chance for people to get unique jewelry boxes. And you're not supposed to say the word mystery box, but they kind of are mystery boxes. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, apparently it doesn't like that word. Um, but I had to mention her.
Well,
Um,
ever since J.J. Abrams, I don't like the word either.
Yeah. I
that
did
might
post
be
it in
why.
the chat.
Ha! Yeah, exactly, right?
I dropped the link in the chat, so if anyone wants to check that out, go ahead,
Yeah,
check out her stuff. Um,
and Depop in general is a pretty. I actually do like it as a marketplace.
Sure.
Um, it's especially nice for people who want to sell because there's no fee to have stuff listed. They just take
oh,
a small piece of what you make from sales, and they call it, and it's all good. Excuse me, but no, it's a cool little website. Um,
I
and
might have
yeah,
to start selling on here.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, there is some really cool stuff here, guys. Check it out.
Yeah.
yeah. No, she's a very very
Oh,
dear friend of the channel. She's always been supporting us, so I had to mention it.
Sure.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Ooh, I like the
but
coffin box.
oh yeah, she loves those coffin boxes. She's been getting really big on a spider theme. She likes to make these beaded spiders. I don't know if she
Yeah, I
has any
saw those
listed
too.
currently.
Yeah, she has a couple
Yeah,
of them up.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Different colors. I see at least 5 or 6.
oh dude, she has been making so many. Because what she'll do is, you know how like little old ladies would weave a blanket or something just in their spare time. It's like that was their hobby.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Apparently, making the stuff in that shop is her hobby. She'll literally just sit in a corner and make those all freaking day, and then literally
Sweet.
I'll
That's
walk by
great.
her and there's like 4 or 5 spiders in front of her, or coffin boxes.
Sure.
Um, but yeah, I had to mention her. Um, and yeah, I really wish I was better at this whole being part of a community thing. I feel so horrible that 9 times out of 10 I'll like just be quiet, and I'll be in the stream and I'll have it like on my phone while I'm doing something else. I suck at this whole interacting thing. I say it's because I don't like chat boxes and comment sections. It feels like a one-sided conversation half the time. I like this. I like talking to people in general, but it is great to be here. When was the last time I was on with you guys? That was last Halloween, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so,
I can tell
maybe.
you exactly when. Control F. Vagrancy. It helps if I spell vagrancy right. I keep wanting to spell with an E. Find all. Okay, so the last time... Oh, actually, you've been on, it looks like 4 times. Let's see, so the first time was October 2023. The second time... Come on. You're telling me he was there. Where are you? Oh, there we go. August 2024. And then this got weird because it didn't want to do dates. Come on, give me dates. Short dates. And then, of course, this time. So why are you saying there's another one?
I was on last call at
Oh,
least once.
Oh, that's true,
I
too.
had you as upcoming, like on my list of people to talk to.
Oh, there
so
you
you've
go.
been on
Yeah.
three times. So that's the first time was October 2023. Second time was August 2024, and then October 2025.
There you go.
Wow.
There
So
you go.
it's been a while.
Yep.
It's like I have you on every year.
Yes. Yes. So make sure you're subscribed to Vagrancy Horror. Go start checking out his channel. This is the time of year, but you know what? It doesn't have to be October for you to enjoy a little bit of a thrilling, spooky story. You know.
Yeah, and by the way,
Halloween.
the dragon
Sorry.
box that I'm seeing here on the side is mine.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, let them know. Let them know that Kristoff sent you.
There you go.
And yeah, and real quick to what you were saying, Troy. Halloween is a lifestyle. It is not a day. It is a lifestyle, and it's funny. Back when I was doing the live stream show, from one side to the other, we had an episode talking about Halloween, and at its core, it's funny. Everyone gets Halloween wrong. Halloween is not glorifying death. It is not glorifying being afraid. It is not glorifying terror. Halloween, at its core, actually is about confronting fear.
Right.
It's about looking forward to when you get past the fear. It's about making peace with the unavoidable darkness of things like death, the thing like that there are dangerous things, there are monsters, and that's what Halloween really is. My mother always would say it's safe fear. It's fear that you're not actually in danger. Movies like Friday the 13th, allow you to confront an unspeakable evil like Freddy Krueger, but you're perfectly fine. Freddy can't actually do anything to you. And I think deep down that is something that appeals to a lot of people, but they can't put their finger on it because it is something that goes deeper. Halloween is not a recent holiday. It is something that has existed as long as there has been documented history. It was called different things by different cultures, but there has always been a, for lack of a better term, fall festival. Doesn't matter if you're pagan, Jewish, Christian, even Islamic. So no, it is something that is always in stock, and that's how horror is. Horror is Halloween. Halloween is horror.
We will absolutely pick this topic up again because you're going to be joining me with a number of other horror-related channels, including I know that the Horror King is here. I saw earlier the 13th Child. There will be a couple of others, and I want to revisit this because I think what you just said is key, and I'll give you a first crack at it. But yeah, let's just save it. That we'll talk about it again in a couple of weeks over on the last call.
Absolutely.
But that's all from me, Netter. Let's get us. I will show for y'all over there to Deleted Scenes channel. Let's wrap it up.
Okay. Well, you all know what I always say, and this time's gonna be kind of squeaky and gravelly. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat. And you're dropping the comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. Excuse me, hiccups. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in our family room. We're passing out popcorn, having a great time. And you guys, you're not just our friends. You're our family. We love you guys and we appreciate you so very much. I mean, you can be anywhere right now, and you're here. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of our family. And thank you for the many, many ways that you encourage and support our channels. So remember to stay right here. You'll be automatically redirected over to Deleted Scenes. And until next time, good night and God bless.
Network, and it's all